Let me tell you a quick story. There was a lady, a friend of mine called Osnat. She was the most amazing sales lady you ever met. She was a lawyer, but flying all over the world, closing very big deals. One day I had a dinner with her in Jaffa, the beautiful beach of Tel Aviv. And I asked her, Osnat, for me, it's always interesting, people which are effective in this level, what can I learn from them and how does it work? And I asked her, how do you do that? What's your secret? When you're going to all these big shots around the world, you're closing deals in millions. And she said, Amir, it's very simple. I have 3 rules, 3 things I do before every meeting or in every meeting. The first one, she says, I'm preparing for the meeting. Let's say I have a meeting with a big CEO of a company. I learn everything about the business. I read, I learn about the competition. I learn about the industry. I come prepared. Second thing, I always make sure I give him some value in the meeting. Meaning, when I leave the meeting, he will get something that he didn't have before, regardless if he closes a deal with me. Even if he's the rudest person on earth, even if he's an asshole, even if I didn't manage to sell anything, when I leave the room, he will say to himself, wow, I learned something new. I got information that I didn't know. I got an idea that I didn't think of. I am committed to give him some outstanding value in the meeting. And the third thing, I'm a very good listener. In the meeting, what I do, I ask a lot of questions and I really get the answers. Now let me focus on the third part. The first 2 parts are fairly simple, yeah? The first 2 rules, great preparation and give value. It's easy to understand, but most of us are not doing that, yeah? If you have a meeting with an investor, are you really coming prepared? Are you really learning what this guy hobby is? What's happening on his Facebook? How many investments this company has done in the last 3 months? What are they focusing on? So we're not really, to know something, it doesn't mean it's making a difference. The only thing that makes a difference is actions. So, and the second part is to bring value, is to come with an open heart and to give something, to be focused on how can I help. I can give him an idea about the competition, about doing an IPO, about merger and acquisition, giving a connection. I can connect him to somebody, help him, just to help him, regardless. You know what? I know this CEO in the US, you have to talk to him. He's an amazing, I know this investor, you should talk to him, regardless. So when I leave the room, he got 2 amazing collaborations, contacts I gave him regardless. So that's the 2 parts. Come prepared, bring value. Clear? Good. Are we doing that? Not really. Let's do that. Makes a tons of difference. Third part is about listening. Now, there are 3 levels of listening. 3 levels. There is the listening, which most of us do. We listen to what people say, to the words. So I had a meeting with one of my employees, was very emotional. He said to me, I'm really disappointed on myself because I'm not helping enough at home. So the words that he was saying, that he feels bad that he's not helping, that he's not a good husband, that he's a failure, whatever. Yeah, that's, I'm not good enough. The second level of listening is listening to the commitment of the person, even if he's not saying that. Listening to the commitment. Where is he coming from? So when he's saying, I looked at myself and I'm a bad husband, I'm not helping enough, I'm really lousy. What is his commitment? I told him I can listen to how committed you are to your family and how you want to be better in everything you do in the family. I can see your commitment. Second level is to listen to what people are committed. So if, let's say, I'm trying to sell my product to a company, to a brand, sports brand, and he says to me, this is bloody expensive, what you're selling. If I listen in the first level, I say, fuck off. This is expensive, you stupid. If I'm listening to his commitment, what would I say? I can see your commitment to get a great deal for your company. This is, I wouldn't expect anything else. And I totally understand that. Let me show you how this is structured and what, why this is the best value proposition in this offer. Yeah? Different listening. Now, when you say this, you suddenly make him bigger than he thought he would be. You're listening to his greatness. You're listening to his commitment. Two levels of listening. We listen to what people say. We're listening to their commitment. If we can get examples on anything that's happening, any kind of communication you have. But it's a different level of it's listening to where somebody is coming from. When somebody says to me, any kind of, I don't have an example at the moment, but any kind of sentence that comes from people's mouth usually has a higher commitment into it. It could be commitment to be lazy. Could be commitment not to do anything. Could be. But we can listen. We don't always have to say that, but we can listen to where they're coming from. Now, with customers, it's very important because we want to know why they're saying what they're saying. What is their concerns? Who said it earlier? Louise, maybe, yeah? Yeah. What are their concerns? I was expecting 2 big deals to come to Hype this week. And I spoke to my mentor. I have a mentor. I think everybody should have a mentor. And I told him, I'm really pissed off. 2 people promised me that the deals should have been sent already. They said it, they have an integrity. Fuck it. What's wrong with them? So he told me, Amir, you're focusing about yourself all the time. You need the deals. talk to them, see what is missing. You know, what they are committed to, what are their concerns, what is stopping them from signing a deal. What are they committed to? Maybe you're not clear about and you haven't made this clear enough. It's not about you. So listening to people and really what is their commitment is the second level. Third level is to what I call it's empowering. The name for that is empowering the point of view of the person. Empowering the point of view, and I will explain. Basically, it's about not only listening to what they say, it's not only listening to what their commitment, it's to really get them. I mean, to really get what they are saying 100%. Now, the way I show somebody I got what they said, after they're saying what they're saying, I usually say to them, okay, thank you, John. Let me just see if I got what you said. And then I repeat what he said. And then I ask him, did I get you right? And he's saying, yep. And then usually they say, yeah, but also ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And then I say, okay, so you're also saying that ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, did I get you right? Yes, and also, and I let them, and I get them totally. And then I tell him, look, did I get you fully? Then he said yes. And then I say I also got your frustration and your disappointment. So I get also what you feel. I totally get you. Now, listen, this is magic. Magic. It can help close a $1 million deal. It can make things happen dramatically. People are walking on this earth, most of the people, where they feel that people are not getting them. Nobody understands me. Nobody really gets me. When you listen to them and you get them totally and you communicate it properly, it creates some kind of bonding and it releases usually any kind of negativeness from the conversation. Most of us are not getting anybody. We are just focusing on what we have to say. And that people will get us. Do you get me? Did you understand what I said? No, I just want to make sure. Did you understand what I said? Now, we have in our brain what we call the survival brain. Our survival brain is the one that you referred earlier, which is the brain, the part of the brain which is full of worries, concerns, and this brain is working all the time in the background. What happened when we get somebody fully? When we listen to somebody 100%, this survival brain is getting to rest. And then there is a real conversation. Otherwise, people are talking from their concerns, from their survival brain. Now, it's not a trick. It's in a way to be in relationship with people. If you are somebody that is a great listener and you get people around you, you create different level of relationships. It's not a trick to close a deal. It's a way of being. Now, if I have somebody, let's say I have an employee that is very, I don't know, mad about something or want to, or I have somebody, I don't know, a customer, if I get them fully, most of the problem is finished. I don't even always need to do something about that. I just fully get them, but really, really get them. So to summarize that's a big topic. Yeah, we can talk about it for a long time, but and it's not an easy topic. But for me, I wasn't listening at all. I think 40 years of my life, I walked on earth with listening to nobody. So I know what it feels to be there. And I know how it felt to be around me. Yeah, not great. And try to think, how is it to be around people that are not listening? Not great. So take a look at this couple of coming weeks. Put this listening. I know I asked you in the first, I think the first week, to think about listening. It was about trying to put some seeds in your mind about this powerful tool in business. But the idea here, take the next 2 weeks to really practice listening and getting people fully and really listening to the 3 levels of what people say. So for example, AJ, you have this meeting with those board members, and some of them, one of them may say to you, you promised us last time, guns and, roses and success and what, and then nothing happened. You have this Corona excuse, blah, blah, blah. So you can listen to what he says. You can listen to the next level, which is his commitment. What is he committed to?
He's committed to help drive our business forward. If he's concerned that we don't hit our targets.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. I can hear your commitment for the success of this company. Thank you very much. And I can also see your commitment, obviously, to get a great return on your investment. This is something that I fully get and I understand. Anything else that you want to say that is, any other thoughts or concerns? Yes, we also ta-ta. Okay, get it. Okay, let me see if I got you right. And then you repeat what he says. Did I get you right, Mr. James? Yes, and we also, okay. You can get four yeses from people. Did I get you right 4 times? Yes, yes. Then the survival brain is coming down. Now we can talk. So you practice these 3 weeks. First level, you listen to what people say. Second, you listen to their commitment, where they're coming from. Third, you listen and you get them fully. And you make sure they understand that you got them. And you get 3 yeses in a call. James, let me understand exactly. You're concerned that this company is doing ta-ta-ta-ta, and we are having we've done a lot of mistakes, and maybe you're saying that you lost confidence in the way we build our structure forward. Did I get you right? Yes. Got it. Excellent. Okay. And then, by the way, when it doesn't mean only to get them right, doesn't mean that you're not, after they say 3 times, 4 times yes, did I get you fully? Yes. Okay. Now let me share with you my thoughts, James. And then you bring your pitch like crazy. And you say your thoughts. And you build it and you structure it. So on one hand, you're getting it all in. But it doesn't take you away from saying whatever you wanted to say very clearly, very directly, very politely. Okay. Any thoughts, any questions? Anybody wants to share what's going through his mind now? Everybody's listening.
My question would be, what are the right questions that you want to ask that you'd be listening to and, steering them down?
Say again.
You're saying to listen, and we're going to be in a pitch. So if they don't say anything, we want to extract information. So it's a dialogue. What would be the appropriate questions to get them talking so that you can start listening to what they're saying?
I always prepare open questions, open-ended questions. Like, what do you think about the presentation? What do you think about the potential of this company? What did you think about what I've just shared with you now? And then you listen. What are your concerns? Any concerns? Any thoughts? Mr. James? Okay, what else? Got it. Let me see if I got you right. You write it down. You repeat. You listen to the details. And then you say your bit and you answer after you got it all. Any other thoughts, questions? Okay, let's do a quick round to wrap up the session today, summarizing it. HH, please start.
I have the greatest opportunity to both pitch and listen at the event we have next week. So yeah, I just look forward to that, and I got some great advices here. So thanks.
Great. Yeah. Interesting to share with us what have you, how was it and what did you learn from that next time we talk. Luis.
I think the general idea was talk less and listen more. So in the first part, we talked about be concise, talk or say as little as possible that transmits everything. And on the second part, it's listen as much as possible. So make the listening side as bigger as possible and make the talking side as smaller as possible.
Yeah. It's a, you know, I would say it's a handy way of looking at it and saying, okay, if till now I was talking like that and listening like that, let's change it. But I give you another context. The context is to really be and get the other side. Get what, as you said, what is there? What are their concerns? What's important to them? What will make a difference for them? Okay, Ricardo.
I was trying to translate in Spanish. But yeah, I mean, I have been in a lot of meetings and listening, not just with words, also the body language of people is very important. When you say something and they react, maybe they didn't say anything, but you see the reaction in their faces, or that's very important also to add, because maybe they don't want to say anything, but just a smile or just a bad look into you, you can stop and refresh your idea and start over, or make another kind of pitch also.
Great. Emanuele?
Well, for the first part, thanks to everybody for like the experience and the feedbacks. I think that if we all have a successful 1 minute pitch, then a 5 minute pitch, a 10-minute pitch will be even better. So I think it's a great exercise. And like for the listening, I have a personal experience of years in a very severe Italian school where was like owned by priests, and the idea of listening was completely different from what Amir said. So it was more like just be at your place, stay at your place, and just listen and be like polite. And I think this is another level of a different type of approach. So it's more proactive and it's more effort. So I will have to work on it.
Nice. Mariana?
I just want to say that the community that everyone is building here, and the fact that you can share your pitch with people that cares and can give you open and honest feedback is super important.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, hey. It always amazes me how powerful, like you said, it's magic. So I've heard this, more than a few times, but it's really magic, like when it's practiced. About the listening, yeah.
Okay. My request to you is that every day, in the end of the day, you write one experience that you had about listening. One experience. And then you send me the email. Even if you didn't make it every day, don't worry. Send me the email with the experience you had about listening.
Share in Facebook. Share in the group.
Share on Facebook if you want. You don't have to if it's,
Yeah.
Want to share and allow people to be generous and allow them to learn from your experience, even better. Chaim, I saw you put already the video on the Facebook, so you can see it there.
Yeah, I've put the video, and I've also put the link for the GVA2, so you guys can all basically go and
Good.
submit.
All right. Great evening. Great 2 weeks of special listening, generous listening. You know, this is the most powerful single thing you can do in life that will really transform your relationship with people. There is a lot of stuff we can do, but this is the most powerful one. I tell you this, as you know, from being on the other end of the stick.
How do you address a situation where someone's a talker and are a time waster, and you're trying to listen, but you lose the attention? And how do you coach someone, whether they're an employee or a peer?
It depends who is that someone. Yeah, if it's an employee or if it's a customer. If it's an employee, you can stop him when he's a talker. You can, if he has if he's sharing something, you can listen to what he's saying, you can listen to his commitment, and you can get him. If you see that it's ongoing and it's, and after you got him, usually people continue to talk because we don't get them. We don't listen. So they just talk again. Now, some people are, and you can stop him gently and say, "Guy, I got you. Let me repeat what you said. I totally got you. You don't need to say it again." And then go to the way you see it and what are the directions to address. Now, the thing is, it's not that people are talkers, we are talkers. Try, let's all try to bring those generous listening to people and get them fully. And let's see what happens. We can always come back to what we're doing now. Yeah. And it's fairly successful to most of us. Yeah. You're all successful people. This is about the next level, I believe. Okay. Great to have you on board. Be in touch. Great listening weeks, 2 weeks. Bye for now.